amazing shot.
And welcome back to Memphis, Tennessee, and a Shavua Tov, a Guten Woch if you go that way, as we are ready to roll here at the Cooper Invitational 2018. Getting ready for a big Saturday night of basketball. 8 more games coming your way. I'm Josh Thomas. I'll be alongside my broadcasting partner, Noah Thomas, in just a little bit, as we'll be getting to the gym a little later on. Tonight we bring you action in the Tier 2 and Tier 1 brackets, some consolation games, combination of teams that are undefeated, teams that have 1 loss and 1 win. We'll have Tier 2 semifinals. Our first game coming up here in just a few minutes is the YULA Panthers from LA versus the Rambam Masifta Ravens from Long Island. This is a Tier 1 5th place bracket game. Both of these teams winning on Thursday but then losing on Friday, and are playing essentially for 5th place in the Tier 1 bracket. About a minute and a half away from action. Get you the starting lineups in just a few moments. YULA to our right. YULA will be in their white uniforms with black and gold trim and black numbers, while the Ravens from Rambam will be in red uniforms with black and white trim and white numbers and names on their backs. Makes it a little easier for me. Jim will fill in as we go along. So right now we're about an hour after Shabbat, and people are still kind of finishing up, and I'm sure the crowd will be filling in, especially as the hometown team will be playing a little later on, I believe in the 3rd game on this court. It's been a topsy-turvy tournament. The 4 teams in the Tier 1 semifinals, the 4 teams that are undefeated to date, are the number 1 seeded Megan David Warriors from Brooklyn. But other than that, the seeding has not held, as the other 3 teams in the semifinals are the 10th, 11th, and 12th seeded teams, the Day Toledo Jaguars from the Los Angeles area, the Rochelle Zell Jewish High School Tigers from Chicago, that's the 11th seed, and the Posnack Jewish Day School Rams from Florida. All of them performing better than the seeding committee did expect. Starting 5 for the YULA Panthers: number 11, Daniel Totayev; number 21, Albert Fallis; number 22, Noah Mizels; number 24, Joseph Sassoon; and number 32, Eli Ibgi, if I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying it right, you're welcome to, if you can tweet me the correct pronunciation for that name, you can send out tweets to JT on the Cards. That's JT on the Cards is my Twitter handle. I'll be checking that. And we're underway as number 42, Ethan Aaron, wins the opening tap for the Ravens. Aaron Azos manning the point guard for the Ravens. He's joined by Rafi Schlager, Shmuel Siegel, and David Lichter in the starting 5. Here are the Ravens. Opening possession of the game. Get it inside. Ball's tipped away, but then retrieved by Lichter. And then they throw it away, trying an outlet pass back to half court, and the ball goes out of bounds, and turnover on the opening possession. Now here are the Panthers with their first possession of the game. And a steal. Turnover for both teams to start off. Here's Azos going strong to the basket and puts it up and in with the layup for the first points of the ball game. 2-0 Ravens. Panthers the other way. Totayev between the circles. Zone defense for the Ravens. He gives it to Fallis in the corner to Mizels. 3-pointer is missed. Good job on the offensive reboards for the Panthers, but then it's stolen away to the Panthers, and then Azos goes down the other end, and up and under, reverse, gets it to go, and he's fouled to go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. And quickly, Coach Oliver for the Panthers wants a timeout. I don't think he's happy with the way his Panthers were running their half-court offense here to start. Turnover on the first possession, then a missed shot nearly. Well, they actually did get an offensive rebound, but then threw it away, and the Ravens ran and converted on the other end. So Aaron Azos, and again, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know. Again, you can, if you're listening anywhere throughout the interwebs, anywhere out there, if you're listening to the or watching the broadcast, if you want to give a shout out, if you want to maybe correct me on a name, sometimes the pronunciations can be difficult. We don't have a phonetic help here in our program, but Azo steps to the line and converts the three-point play after the timeout by the Panthers, and it's 5-0 Ravens here in the early going. And now another steal. Azos looking for his 7th point of the ball game, puts the layup up and in easily, and he's got 7, all 7 for the Ravens here in the opening minute and a half of the game. And then looks like we got a ball rolling from the other court. Referee's timeout. Seven nothing. Panthers only have one shot to date. Mizels dribbles away from pressure, swings it back into the corner to Fallis. Fallis about 7 feet beyond the three-point arc. Goes into the lane, kicks it out to an open three-point shooter. That was Joseph Sassoon, and he knocks it down from 3. And quickly, the Panthers are back within 4, 7-3. Good job breaking the pressure by the Ravens. Now here's an open look at 3 for the Ravens. That was Shmuel Siegel, and he fails to make contact. Air ball gives it back to the Panthers now on the other end. Quick shot, no good. Ibke unable to come out with the offensive rebound, and here are the Ravens pushing. Nice little good penetration move there by Aaron. Couldn't get it to go, and then a foul on the loose ball. Back to the Panthers. I believe that was a foul. No foul yet. There it is on the scoreboard. I missed the... Oh, nice alley-oop pass into Mizels, and he catches and confidently puts it in for the easy layup, and 5 straight for the Panthers, cuts the lead back to 2. And now a trap in the corner. Panthers springing the trap in the corner by the half-court line and tie it up. Possession arrow in their favor. So they now have a chance to tie or take the lead after trailing by 7 early. Here's Fallis inside the lane. Gets it back out to Totayev. He dribbles with the left hand, and now Mizels. Swings right elbow to Sassoon. Sassoon knifes into the lane. Stops, drops it off to Ibke. He has it blocked from behind. Looked like it might have been clean from Aaron, but Aaron is called for the foul. Eli misses the first. Okay. Just got a clarification that I'm saying it right. Ibke. Oh, second one just rolls off, so he's unsuccessful on both. Second one had a nice touch, but just popped out. The balls are very, very inflated here, a little very bouncy. Now, left-handed shot missed by Siegel. Offensive rebound for the Ravens. Now they got an open look in the corner for 3. It's good. Rafi Schlager for 3. Builds the lead back up to 5 for the Ravens. 10-5 as they double up the Panthers. Now Totayev drives into the lane, tries to put up a circus shot, can't get it to go. And now running the other way, the Ravens. Kick back out to Siegel. He's got another look at 3. This one's good. Siegel with 2 left-handed three-point shots. Now Mizels has got an open look. That one's off the mark. And here it comes. Azos running again. Mizels does a good job of defending the layup. And here he is running the other way. Great job on both ends for Mizels, who defended the layup and then ran the open floor. Got the pass from a teammate. Gets the layup to go, and the lead back to 6. 13-7 here early. Here's Aaron. Ibge with the body and one! Ibge did a nice job of showing, but Aaron's strong enough to get it up and over despite being fouled. Gets a friendly bounce. And the Ravens back up 8 with a chance to get to 9, which will be their biggest lead so far at 15-7. So Ravens doing a nice job of answering after the 5-0 run from the Panthers. They're now on a 9-2 run of their own, and they've built the lead up to 9, 16-7, just under 4 to play here in the first in Memphis, Tennessee. A Tier 1 consolation bracket to start off the action here on court number 2. Here's Mizels. Kicks it. Oh, Fallis had an open shooter in the corner. Now he gets it to him. This is Schlanger in the ballgame. And now in the corner, 3 just off the mark. And then that was Silvera with the missed shot. And I believe Siegel is called for the rebounding foul. So another opportunity here for the Panthers, down 9. Here's Fallis. Not in a scoring position right there. And then a look at 3 for, I believe that was Fallis, and he gets it to go. And back to 6. Good shooting from both sides here to start. And then a pass is kicked away by Sassoon. It will stay with the Ravens, but good defensive pressure here from the Panthers, trailing by 6. Azos behind the back, comes across the timeline, gets it to Aaron. Aaron goes in the lane, puts it up. Good job by the defender not to foul, but a great job by Aaron to get it up and over with the left hand. Shows the ability to score with both wings, and the lead back to 8. Oh, had an open teammate there in the lane briefly, but now here's Fallis once again. That one's just to the right. Good job boxing out by David Lichter for Rambam. They lead by 8 with 2.5 to play in the first quarter. The cleanly played first half of basketball here after a very relaxing and entertaining Shabbat. The Friday night entertainment is always good. Oh, and then Azos, who scored 7 early, all from inside, now connects from long range. He's got 10 early points, and the Ravens lead 21-10. Sharp shooting here by the Ravens. Mizels puts up a quick shot, can't get it to go. Nice job by Azos to collect the ball on the floor. Dribbles between his legs with 3 people on him, and now the ball, I think we're going to get a tie-up. I'm not sure what the call was there. Wow, gave him the timeout. I didn't see a possession. I'm not sure what they called. I'm not sure what ultimately the call was. Where they have to do something. They either have to say it was a possession. Was it a jump? Was it a... Got to be something. I'm not sure ultimately what the call was there. I'm confused. I am confused. Color me confused. But in the end, we got Panthers basketball down 11, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. And now here's a look at 3 for Nicky Schlanger from YULA. Number 23, he gets it to go. So both teams with impressive shooting percentages from long range here in the opening quarter, and the lead 8 for Rambam. This type of game, I'm not sure if any lead's going to be safe here, as both teams are showing the ability to score anywhere on the floor. Now here's Aaron. His 3 is short. In the lane, rebounded by, I believe that was Schlager, and then his pass is kicked out of bounds off the foot of a Panther. Now I got some substitutions coming in for YULA. Totayev checking back in, as well as Yomo Goldberg coming into the game. Goldberg fronts Aaron, and now inbounds pass. They get it into the corner, and 2 Ravens go to the same spot, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. Jacob Semmel in the game now for Rambam as well. Number 1 checking in, doesn't have a matching uniform bottoms. That can sometimes be an issue, but they're letting it go here. Here's Totayev. Thinks about the left-handed three, but gets it to Mizell's at the right elbow. Swings to Goldberg. Goldberg to Silvera. Now Goldberg gets it again. Now here's Schlanger. His three just off the mark. Nearly gets it to roll. Mizell's great rebound. Oh, and two good interior passes. The ball finds its way into the hands of Yaniv Silvera, and he gets it to go, cutting the lead to 6 at 21-15. Mizell's did a great job of creating the second chance for the Panthers. He found, I believe it was Goldberg in the lane who kicked it off to Silvera. So great court presence by several Panthers there. And they're rewarded with the bucket and cut the lead back to 6. So high-scoring first quarter of basketball here in the opening game Saturday night. Ball tipped back into the backcourt by Totayev, retrieved by Azos, and with under 30 seconds left, Rambam looks to hold for the last shot of the quarter. Got to watch out for the 5-second count. He was on, and then he loses the handle. Here's Totayev, goes at the lane. Oh, emphatically rejected by a Raven defender, and then that the outlet pass is blocked away. The ball is very bouncy. Now Azos looks at the clock, drives into the lane, puts it up, draws the foul on Goldberg. Shot does not go, but he'll go to the line for 2 with .6 to play in the quarter. Helter-skelter there for the last 30 seconds. Totayev, probably ill-advised to take that ball to the basket with at that a little bit better presence of mind and hold for the final shot. In the end, it's going to cost his team a point as Azos makes the first of 2. He'll go to the line for one more. Chance to build the lead back up to 8 at the end of the first quarter. Second free throw, nothing but net. And that will end the first quarter. Here's a heave. Oh, might have counted if it went. Got rid of it really quickly. Had the strength to get it all the way up court. And just a little bit short. And at the end of one quarter of play, an exciting 8 minutes of basketball. And only about 13 minutes off the actual clock. And that was exciting in terms of trying to keep things on a really tight schedule tonight as we go all the way. Our last game tonight is scheduled for midnight. That's sometimes a misnomer. And then we get back at it early tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So keeping things moving is paramount. And that was, I mean, it wasn't even a matter of the referees swallowing a whistle or anything like that. It was just clean basketball for a quarter. And I'm not sure if I said the score at the end of one quarter. It was the Rambam Ravens 23 and the YULA Panthers 15. Ravens will have the ball here to start the second quarter. YULA with a few fans in the rafters, making their way here from. Rambam has to come in and get that basketball. Ooh, very fortunate to get the ball in. The referee laid it down on the floor. He was tired of waiting. So here we are. Azos back on the floor with Aaron and Semmel, Schlager, and I believe Siegel. Here's Schlager. Siegel looked like he took steps, no call. Azos steps into a 3 just beyond the arc and gets it to go. And that's 13 for number 1 on Rambam. Lead up to 11. I believe that's the largest of the game. Now here's Totayev into the lane. Looks like he might have had drawn contact. No foul. Misses the left-handed leaner. And Rambam clears the rebound. Come up court, leading by 11. Fallis and Sassoon come into the scorer's table, and we'll check in at the next stop. Now here's Azos, this time from the corner. Can't get it to go. Aaron, with an extended arm, corrals the offensive board. He can't get it to go. And then Semmel going above Goldberg to get the rebound. Here's Semmel now. He looked like, I thought I heard a slap, no call. Loose ball in the lane, and Goldberg comes away with it. Got to be careful with the elbows there. Totayev. Mizell's. Dribbles to the middle of the court. They swing the ball now to Schlanger. Now here's Goldberg with an open look at 3. Just a little too strong. Confident rebound from Ethan Aaron for Rambam. 26-15, the Ravens with an 11-point lead. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Air ball there, I believe, from Azos. Missed that. He was done mostly good things here tonight. I believe he has 13 in the early going. And then Silvera nearly dribbles the ball off his foot. It does dribble the ball off his foot, but luckily able to come away with it. Now here's Mizell's inside. Penetrates, kicks out to an open Schlanger, and Schlanger knocks down the three. That's his second. And the Rambam bench wants a timeout, leading by 8 with 5:44 to play in the second quarter. Again, both teams showing the ability to score and hit shots. And if you can do that, you can stay in a ball game. Even though the Panthers trail by double digits here just a moment ago, now down by 8, but they've certainly shown that they will have the ability to score. So not a safe lead by any measure in this ball game. Sometimes you have some of these games when teams just can't score. 8-point lead can seem almost insurmountable, but here I believe we're in for a high-scoring affair. Back to action now. Ravens with the 8-point lead. Azos. Schlager back in the game for Rambam, number 2. Oh, great find from the free throw line. Aaron got it inside to Lichter. Lichter got fouled by Goldberg. I think that's his second already. And Lichter will go to the line for 2. Good pass from Aaron to his teammate, setting up these free throw opportunities. Lichter misses the first. Lichter will go to the line for a second opportunity. That one's short. And the Panthers fortunate to come away with the rebound, so they trail 8. Chance here to cut it back to 6 or 5. Fallis manning the point now. He's got Totayev. Totayev now playing a little off the ball. Mizell's sitting at the moment. Now here's a long three from Totayev. No good. Azos doing a nice job of sniffing out the basketball and getting there before any Panthers can get an offensive board. And now that's a long three from Schlager just beyond the three-point line. Let a defender fly by and then hits a three. So Rambam showing the ability to several players with the long range. Oh, nice dump off to Ibgi, and he has it blocked from behind. This time no foul call, and I think that was the right non-call. And then another opportunity is missed, and now here's Rambam. Spin. You get it to Siegel. Azos right corner. This one is good. I believe my count has 16 for Azos of their 32. And it's not like he's just taking, everything is sort of coming the natural flow. It's not like he's dominating the possession or anything. He's just done so many good things there. Nearly throws the pass away in transition. But Siegel comes away with it, and then he tries to find Azos on the left, in the left corner, and it's kicked away. It'll stay Rambam basketball, but the story of this game right now, Aaron Azos has just been on fire. I believe he's got 3 threes. He had 7 early in some easy transition baskets created by turnovers. But since then, he's made 3 3-pointers and has 16 points with 4 minutes left here in the second quarter of play. 32-18, Ravens lead. Schlanger kicks it back out. This one would have been a long three, but he pulled it back down. Schlanger finds Lichter, and Lichter does a great job of turning and getting the bucket off the glass, and the lead now 16. Panthers letting this one build up. It was 8 just moments ago, literally like maybe a minute ago clockwise. Here's Schlanger. He's hit 2 already. This one's a little long, but I believe it goes out of bounds. Looked like it went off of Siegel. I think the outside official is going to come over here and correct the call. Ibgi sits. Meisel's back in the game. Adam Kirschenbaum, number 1, checks in for YULA. Fallis, left corner, dribbles out. Schlinger nearly traveled on the catch there. Now here's Fallis for a long 2 at the free throw line, extended, misses, and rebound is cleared by Aaron. Rambam doing a lot of things well here. Shooting, rebounding, defending. Neither team really in any significant foul trouble so far. Pass there was caught by Lichter, but he was falling out of bounds. Tried to throw it off of a Panther. Now on the other end, Meisel's throws it away. Good steal by Siegel, and now here come the Ravens. Azos into the lane. Nearly has it blocked from behind, but great body control. He gets it to go, and that's now 18 for Aaron Azos, and it's 36-18. And again, this is just a matter of Rambam playing exceptionally well. Panthers have, on several occasions, managed to cut a large lead back down to a more manageable deficit, but suddenly the lead is ballooned to 18. Still lots of time left, but Panthers going to have to figure out Aaron Azos, because right now he is controlling this basketball game. Panthers called, I believe, their second time out of the game. Don't really think YULA could be upset really with anything that, I mean, they're not doing really anything terribly wrong, not hitting shots, but hasn't been a lot of turnovers. It's just been, Rambam has to be shooting 65 or 70%. I mean, not just from long run, from everywhere. Here's Fallis. He dumps it off to, that's Meisel. So he got fouled from behind, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's the type of thing they need. They need to get some points, easy points, and if the free throw line is where they'll find it, that's how it's going to have to be. So Meisel needs to convert here. Down 18, free throw percentage becomes that much more emphasized. Have to take advantage of this opportunity. The first one's very short. Meisel knew it as soon as it left his hand. Abasera, number 14 for the Panthers, checks in for Nicky Schlanger. Joseph Abasera. The second for Meisel's. That one rolls off, so 0 for 2 from the line. Can't have that happen down 18. Rambam doing a great job boxing out on that miss. And now here come the Ravens. Left elbow, far side from us was Schlanger, and then Siegel got fouled. Neither team in the bonus, so that will be on the side. They throw it in to Azos. He comes across the timeline, guarded by Kirschenbaum. Now Siegel. Driving attempt from Siegel. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. It's just another good trip down the floor for the Ravens. Siegel's first shot attempt rattles home. Bounces off the rim and then off the backboard, and then 4 more times off the rim before finally falling. Second one does not get the bounce. Panthers come up floor, down by 19. We got a foul on the floor by Rafi Schlager. Only the 5th team foul on the Ravens with 2:06 to play in the first half. Inbounds pass is tipped away and goes back out of bounds. You'll have the ball now in the corner. Difficult entry spot for the Panthers. See if they can get it in. Probably want to send someone deep here. That's a good job. Get it out to Sassoon. He gets it to Abasera. Kicks it back out to Sassoon. Calls out the offense. Directs his teammates. Skip pass to Fallis. His 3 is good. Albert Fallis rings it up for the Panthers, and they could lead to 16, 37-21. Again, lots of time left in this one. And YULA were down big yesterday. I wasn't here, but I know they were down big yesterday and nearly made a furious comeback before falling short to their fellow Californians, the De Toledo Jaguars. Minute and a half to play in the first half. Azos pulls back for a three, and it's good! Azos with 21. He's got 21, as do the YULA Panthers. Fortunately for him, his teammates have an additional 19, and that's the 19-point lead, 40-21 now. Mizell tries to drive. Siegel does a nice job of blocking him off. And after the miss, the Ravens clear with a minute to play and a 19-point lead. Aaron Azos has lit it up here in Memphis, Tennessee on a Saturday night. He might want to visit Tunica after this because he's certainly on fire tonight. Pass out of bounds by the Ravens. Turnover. One of the few turnovers. There's been very few turnovers in this game. There's some turnovers early, and since then, both teams have been good with the possession. Under a minute to play, 40 seconds and ticking here in the first half. Now here's fouls. Another three, a little short. Mizell does get the rebound in the lane. He goes up and gets hacked, and he'll go to the line for two, where he missed 2 moments ago. Needs to convert right here. I think the foul on someone who has a 0 at the end. I think it was Lichter. If Lichter's in the game. Is Lichter in the game? He is. Okay, I believe the foul was on number 30. David Lichter. Mizell's this time is good on the first. Mizell misses the free throw, but Panthers come away with an offensive rebound, so a second chance here. Mizell's in the corner, kicks it back out to Abacera. Sassoon. Ballas tries to drive. Now kicks right to Abacera. Kirschenbaum gets it. His three is a little off to the right, but nearly a super athletic play from Sassoon. He came flying in on the weak side and got the rebound, but landed out of bounds, and the ball goes over to Rambam. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Azos drives baseline, kicks it out to an open Aaron, probably traveled, no call. Now here's Semmel. He throws up a desperation three, no good, and then an underhanded heave from the Panthers falls short, and after 1 half of play, Rambam extends their lead to 18. They lead 40-22 over the YULA Panthers. We'll step away here at halftime and be back with second half action in just a few minutes. All right, we're back. About a minute left here in halftime. Rambam is on the floor. Did they ever leave? I'm not sure if they ever left, but YULA is not out on the court, and I'm not sure if they know that they need to be back here. The halftimes are kind of quick. Again, we have a tight schedule. We did a good job of moving along there in that first half of our opening game. Only really scheduled for about each game for about an hour and 10 minutes or so tonight. So really very easy to get behind schedule here on Saturday night. So if the games can move along like that one did here in the first half, helps keep things on schedule. But got to play the game the way it's played. YULA will have the possession here to start the second half, trailing by 18. Fallis, Totayev, Sassoon, Mizels, and Ibgi on the floor for the Panthers, same that started it. Now here's Mizels spinning, but it's a nice job. A nice job of getting that shot up. Looked like it was going to go. Again, the balls are very, very lively, let's say, and what looked like was going to fall bounces out, and then he's guilty of the over the back on the rebound, and lead is still 18. So unfortunate empty trip there to start for the Panthers.
Why is there no count? I'm allowed to ask that. Why is there no 5 count? Sir, why is there no 5 count?
Coach Oliver looking for a...
I don't understand how it's a religious tournament, but you're going to take it out of these kids. I'm asking you why it's no 5 count. You won't even answer me.
Here's Azos, Ravens. Half-court offense now. Azos out by the center circle. He's guarded by Fallis. There is a 5 count on there, but so Coach Oliver perhaps getting what he wanted. Now here's a 3 that's way short from the Ravens, and then Siegel misses the putback, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it might have been off of his fingertips, but they give the ball back to Rambam. Baseline, passes it into Azos, and then Fallis is called for the reach on the on Azos. That might have been his third. He's got to look out now. Again, no significant foul trouble in the first half. Mizels does a nice job of tying up, or nearly tying up. Wow. Officials give Rambam a timeout, even though the ball looked like it was about to be tipped out of someone's hands. They gave them the timeout, and things definitely going Rambam's way right now. They lead by 18. Neither team has scored here in the opening minute after a high-scoring first half. We've now gone a minute in the second half without a point. We'll see if that changes. Siegel to trigger the inbounds, gets it to Azos. Panthers now picking up man-to-man, so try to speed things up a little bit. Azos gets the ball back and dribbles out towards the half-court line. He's guarded by Fallis. Gives it off to Aaron and gets it back. Rambam will try to be patient here with the possession, but have the ball tipped away. Good steal by the Panthers, but then sloppy themselves in the transition and throw away an opportunity to cut into this lead. Siegel with an open look at 3. It's short. Panthers come away with the rebound. Here's Sassoon. Into the corner. Mizels, his 3 is short. Loose ball on the floor. Aaron comes away with it. Goes behind the back. Gets it off to Azos. He pulls up, but is knocked down by Mizels. Mizels helps his opponent up. Good game, good sportsmanship there. Good job by Azos to draw the foul. Mizels maybe a little too aggressive. That's 2 quick fouls on him here in the second half. Bezos now picked up by Totayev. Bezos tries to get it to a teammate. The pass is tipped out of bounds off of the Panthers. Coach Oliver still asking for a 5-second count, but I think there was penetration there. He wasn't, I mean, whoa. Another foul on Fallis. That might be 3 on him very quickly. And 5 quick team fouls on the Panthers here, just over 2 minutes gone in the second half. They've got to be careful for that. I know there were 2 on Mizels and at least 2 on Fallis. He might have 3. He got to be careful. He's coming out and guarding Schlager very closely. He's got to recognize the situation. Does not want to pick up another. Now here's Azos into the lane. And Fallis is, that's at least 3 on him here in the opening 2.5 minutes of the second half. And Schlager is going to come in for Fallis. I mean, it looked like the Panthers bench wanted Fallis to be aggressive defensively, but you've got to do it in a smart fashion. He's picked up fouls very quickly, and Schlager comes in now for Fallis. That's not a bad. Schlager was able to hit from long range for the Panthers in the first half. That's our first point there on that make from Azos. Azos makes both, just continuing his very impressive night here in Memphis, Tennessee. Here's open look at 3 for Sassoon. He rises up and gets it to go. Lead back to 17. So again, if the Panthers can score from distance, look for them to maybe to make a comeback here. Now here's on the other end, up and under, and 1 for Rick Lichter. He's fouled by Schlager. And suddenly, Ravens are going to be shooting this entire second half. That's the 7th team foul on the Panthers. 0 on Rambam to this point. And Aaron, I thought it was Lichter on the 3 on the layup. It was Aaron, and he got the free throw to go for the traditional 3-point play, and the lead now back to 20. Schlager. He's got Mizels to his left. Mizels drives to the top of the key, dumps it off to Igby, and he can't maintain control of the basketball. Dribbles it away, and stolen for Rambam, and now here they come leading by 20. Inside to Lichter. Open outside shot for Siegel is just off the mark. It was a good look. Couldn't get it to fall, though. And it's a comfortable 20-point lead for Rambam. Here's a outside shot from Totayev. He misses it, but Mizels ducks inside the Rambam defender and gets the tip to go. Lead back to 18. Oh, Totayev. Totayev thought he had a steal, but the referee called it a kick. Lead is 18. Rambam gets the pass to come inbounds, but they got to look out for the trap along the far sideline. Oh, that is a tough call. That's a tough whistle there, off, especially for a team that's already had 7 fouls. I think they called the foul on Goldberg, not on Mizels. Mizels, it looked clean from behind. I think I hear someone in the YULA crowd shouting about the discrepancy in foul calls, but I will say that, I mean, it hasn't been, it's been a situation where YULA has been very, very aggressive defensively and a little too handsy. I don't think Rambam has really had the opportunity to foul so much, and they haven't done so. So, I mean, sometimes, and that's a good travel call right there. And the YULA bench wants a timeout to talk things over. They're down 19. Again, still lots of time left. They've shown the ability to score in bunches, so game has not been decided by any stretch of the imagination, but YULA needs to figure something out quickly. They're doing a lot of complaining right now. Probably need to spend some of that energy on figuring out a way to stop this Rambam Raven attack. Aaron Azos has quieted down some, but his teammates have certainly done their part. Azos had 21 in the first half, and I believe made 2 free throws here in the second. But again, it hasn't been like a one-man show. I mean, his teammates all contributing. He's just done whatever he's had the opportunity. He's converted, shooting at a very high percentage and handling the ball well as well. YULA almost shot at the wrong basket there for just a moment. I'm not sure what just happened. YULA is going this way. There was... That was confusing. YULA was going to this basket. I think there was confusion on both sides there as to what exactly was happening. YULA gets an easy bucket on some confusion, and I was confused myself, and then the referee swallows the whistle there. Fortunate for YULA. Now here comes Mizell, strong at the basket, can't get it to go. Nice job by Aaron to tip it away, and then a foul on Goldberg, who he's got at least 3 or 4 himself. He picks him up in bunches. Well, YULA there had a good opportunity to cut this lead back to 15. Mizell was unable to score in the open floor. And then Goldberg picked up, by my count, at least what's his 3rd foul. And again, the foul discrepancy is growing, but again, I believe it's in a really organic way. I mean, if anything, the officials probably could have called a foul on YULA on that last offensive side. Meanwhile, the free throw opportunity was missed from Rambam, so the lead is still 17. Here's Mizell at the free throw line. Goldberg to Tayev. Dribbles right. Now swings it back out to Mizell. He's got Schlanger. He misses badly, but Goldberg comes away with the loose ball. Schlanger swings corner. This is Silvera. His 3 is good. Yaniv Silvera with, I believe, his 2nd 3 of the game, and suddenly back to a 14-point deficit. And then Schlanger is called for the reach. And now Rambam is in the double bonus the rest of the way, so they'll be shooting 2 on every foul from here on out. So Lichter will step to the line to shoot 2 for Rambam. Rambam will have to show the ability to hit from the free throw line because they'll be there a lot the rest of this game. Lichter is very short on the first. Lichter's 2nd, long, and Sassoon comes away with the rebound. So suddenly YULA back in this ball game, only a 14-point deficit. Totayev jumps into the lane and gets the 12-footer to go, and suddenly we're back to a 12-point game. Here's Aaron driving right at the defense. Goldberg's going to get called for the foul. You get called, I'm not sure how much contact there was, but you go up and bring that hand down like that. That might be his 5th. Again, that's at least, that's 5 on Goldberg. And Kershamam, I think, is going to check in for him. So Goldberg came in and got his money's worth. Aryeh Hurt is going to check in. Goldberg needs to, again, sometimes these younger players don't really have the presence of mind to realize. I don't think he even had any idea. I've been over here on the bench watching him. I knew it was either 4 or 5. I mean, he was picking them up at a pretty good clip, and he's been disqualified from the game for those fouls. Meanwhile, Aaron misses another free throw. So here, Ravens showing a little bit of weakness at the line. That one falls. The lead is 13, but again, YULA moments ago was down, I believe, 21 at one point, and all of a sudden, I mean, again, it's manageable deficit now, especially with how much time is left, but you don't want to turn it over. Fortunately for YULA, they come away with it. That's the first foul. I think the YULA fans, kind of a derisive cheer as they see the first foul called on Rambam this half. Got to get this pass in bounds. They come to Hurt. Cross court to Sassoon. Now Totayev up and under. Can't get the left-handed reverse to go. Would have been an acrobatic play. Now Azos. Haven't heard much from him here in the second half. Here's Lichter with the turnaround. David Lichter gets the short 6-footer to go. And the lead back to 15. Jump stop for Sassoon. He's fouled on the shot attempt. And referees now maybe trying to even things up a little bit. Wasn't a tremendous amount of contact, but foul on the Ravens. Once again, going to have to hit from the free throw line to get back in this ball game. Sassoon gets the first to go. Confident stroke. Nothing but net. Lead is 14 with 2:08 to play in the third. Second one looks good off the fingertips, and it is. And Coach Oliver for the Panthers wants a timeout. Again, his team certainly in this one after trailing big not too long ago. Coach Lama. So, what was once a 21-point Rambam lead here in the second half is now 13.
I don't need this. I'm not going to hop in for this game. I'll let you finish this game.
That's up. No, wait, that's up.
Aaron Azos has gone off for about 23 here in this game. Again, has been kind of quiet here in the second half. Let's see if he looks to maybe reassert control. Goes in, nice leaner, uses the body to shield off the defender and gets that little shovel shot to go and lead back to 15. So again, not trying to do too much. That time took it to the hole. Now here's Totayev. Nice give to Sassoon, and Sassoon puts it up backwards and gets it to fall. So now teams trading baskets at 13-point YULA deficit. And now a foul in the backcourt on Sassoon will put Azos on the line. YULA in early foul trouble here in the second half. Goldberg has fouled out. Yomo Goldberg has fouled out, and Rambam is in the double bonus the rest of the way here as we're only in the third quarter. Azos has put together just a scintillating night as he hits from the free throw line. Lead back to 14. I think 26 maybe. Yep. Make that 27. He's consistently been scoring about half their points. He had 21 of the 42 in the first half. And now, Mizell's was open on the block. Oh, great job by Aaron to swat away the shot. Good block. Azos gets it to Aaron. His shot attempt is no good. Lichter gets the rebound. And somehow YULA comes away with the basketball. Mizell's running. Job by Rambam to get back on defense. Here's Sassoon. His three is good. Both teams still shooting well from the outside, and all of a sudden back to 12. Very high-scoring game here. 53-41, under 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Azos guarded by Totayev. Totayev's got fouls to give. Not that you want to start using them right here, but Azos dumps it off to Aaron. He has it stolen. Now here's Mizell spinning. Totayev for an open three just off the mark. Hurt does a nice job of pushing off and getting the rebound. And then his pass to Sassoon goes through his legs and out of bounds. Balls are very lively. The balls have all weekend have been very, very lively. Very bouncy. It's early. I think it's because it's early in the season. They haven't been used a lot yet. It's a theory. It's a theory. Good job by Schlanger to steal that pass. Now here's Hurt into the lane. Goes up. Looked like he got fouled. No call. And now it's 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. Azos goes behind the back. Dribbles into a defender. Ball goes out of bounds with a 1.8 to play. Looks like there might have been a foul there. No call. I think the ball went underneath the broadcasting platform. Assistant coach for YULA retrieves it. So 1.8 to play. YULA comes away with the basketball. Neither team doing a great job of last possession basketball. A little wild with the basketball late in quarters. So YULA, see if they can make something happen here late in the third. Trail by 12. See if they can get a shot off. Kirschenbaum to trigger the inbounds. Gets it out to Schlanger. He's got to get it up. I think it's going to count if it goes, and it's just off the mark. Would have counted if it was on target, but as it is, at the end of three, YULA, who looked for a moment like they were going to lose contact with Rambam, down 20, as much as 21 there in the third quarter, find themselves down 12, 53-41 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Stepping home. Nice. Possession arrow favoring the Panthers. Favoring the Ravens to start the fourth. Officials trying to get both teams out on the floor again. Kind of a quick turnaround here. Games are. See again, we kind of a lengthy third quarter there. Lots of whistles, and suddenly we have what had been a very rapidly played first half, taking a little bit more time on the clock here in the third quarter. So Rambam with the basketball. Azos, I believe, he's gone the whole way. I don't think he's sat. Rambam plays a very short rotation. I'm not sure how many guys have actually gotten into the game for them. They don't have many guys, actually. I think 6.
Just looking in the program, they don't have a long, lengthy roster.
Right. So I think they've only played 6. Jacob Semmel played some in the first half, and I think that's the only player other than the starters. And then, tiny little bump on the shot attempt from Sassoon. It'll put Azos on the line where he has made, I think, 5 of 5, if I'm not mistaken. Now here's YULA down 13 as Azos made 1 of 2. Kirschenbaum, skip pass, here's Schlanger. Nice job along the baseline, gets the floater to go. Cuts the lead to 11 again. Staying within range here. YULA needs to not foul. They need to try to make Rambam play fast, get a miss. He stops, obviously. I want to try someone. You could put someone on the floor who hasn't been there much to see. Ooh, there's a little slide there. Good job of keeping the dribble. Oh, and then stolen. Here's Kirschenbaum. Up ahead to Sassoon. He goes into the lane.
What a finish.
Nice. Might have been some steps, but it was a pretty move. And all of a sudden, single digit. Closest YULA has been since the first half.
It was nifty control to go around the back, and then great English off the backboard to go reverse.
Oh, and then on the other end, Aaron goes up, has it blocked by Mizels. I think it was a nice job of the officials not to call a foul there. Looked pretty clean.
Showing up here on semifinal Saturday night, looking at these two teams' seeds, you would have thought this would have been a semifinal to maybe play for the championship, perhaps.
Yeah, welcoming in Noah Thomas here to the booth, kind of a late arrival, but yeah, Again, this was a real bracket buster of a tournament. I spoke earlier about the fact that the Final Four in Tier 1 is the 1, 10, 11, and 12 seeds. Both these teams look. This is the first I've seen of Rambam. Did not get to see them on Thursday. I was absent on Friday. Oh, nice inbounds pass to Aaron, but he can't get it to go. And Panthers come away with a rebound. Chance to cut this to 7 or 6. This could be a 2-possession game after this trip.
Totayev back in the ball game for YULA here.
Inside to Mizell's. Reached by Lichter, but only the 3rd team foul on Rambam. So Rambam can play aggressively here, not put the Panthers on the line for a couple of minutes. I think there were 10 team fouls on the Panthers before 1 on Rambam, but it was a very, I would have to say that the officiating was just, Panthers came out very aggressive defensively in the second half, and a lot of reaching fouls early on.
A lot of times people just look at the total fouls called out each team and will kind of make a judgment about, say, the officiating. Oh, why is this team getting called for so many fouls? But, the game...
if the game is being played the same on both sides, then you can say, okay, that you could have... But if you're watching it and can say, okay, well, one team is playing one way and the other team is playing another way, it's not like there's a guarantee that X number of fouls is going to be called on each team. It's not. There's no guarantee. It doesn't work that way.
Some people think it should be.
Again, if both... two equal sides and sort of both teams playing, but the second half it was clearly there had been a strategical decision by the Panthers to defend aggressively, but it was just a lot of reaching, a lot of hands, and every foul looked pretty legit to me, and Rambam almost didn't have a chance to foul. YULA was kind of playing a little quickly, and I can't remember a play where he should have been a foul called and there wasn't.
Rambam's got to take advantage of being in the double bonus this early with 6 minutes to go.
They've missed some free throws here in the second half, so they certainly had that opportunity. Now here's YULA down 9 with the basketball. Sassoon rises up and it's good.
Money.
Ring it up and put 3 on the board for Joseph Sassoon. And YULA also yesterday were down big to De Toledo and came back, and here they've done it again today. Down 6. Suddenly Rambam finds themselves in a tight ball game after enjoying a comfortable lead for much of this game. Azos got into the lane, puts it up with the left hand, can't get the spinning shot to go. Mizell's ahead, catches, kicks it out. Schlanger back to Mizell's left corner, 3, just off the mark. Kirschenbaum tracks down the loose ball in the corner. Now Sassoon. He's guarded by Schlager. We've got a ball game on our hands all of a sudden. Sassoon drives into the lane, kicks it out to Kirschenbaum. His 3 is off the mark. Rambam can't corral the rebound. Totayev into the lane, puts it up. Dipsy-Doo gets it to go. It's a 4-point Rambam lead. And Azos loses the keeper on that one, says, let's get going here.
Incredible English to be able to get that one.
Yeah,
to glance off the backboard and in so sweetly.
Totayev does a nice job when he's inside of getting the ball up, and Coach Howard of Rambam wants a timeout. So what had been a 21-point Rambam lead is suddenly has been trimmed to 4, and plenty of time left on the clock. I was not here yesterday, but watching it on the broadcast, I saw that YULA was down big to their crosstown opponents, the De Toledo Jaguars, and nearly pulled off the comeback. Were unable to do so. That's how De Toledo finds themselves, I believe, their first time in the Tier 1 semis, if I'm not mistaken.
They're a perennial Tier 2 contender. They always come, they lose their first, but then they run through the weekend with.
And they've managed to have 2 opening wins. They'll be playing in the semis here in just a little bit. Meanwhile, if you looked at the scoreboard earlier and thought that this one had been decided, you were sadly or badly mistaken. It was sadly, depending on which way you were looking at it. But right now, Rambam suddenly in a dogfight.
Yeah, De Toledo are 2-time Tier 2 champions.
Right, so this year, all of a sudden, find themselves competing for a national championship. Well, here, stepping into a 3, no good. Probably unnecessary to shoot that so quickly. Schlager misses the 3. Now, YULA a chance to cut it to 2 or 1. Totayev into the lane, kicks it off to Mizell's. His short shot attempt is no good. Lichter has the rebound, but has it tipped away. Now here's Kirschenbaum for three. It's good!
The shooting, getting them back in the game here. Another keep on the floor.
Money for Adam Kirschenbaum, and Totayev is called for the foul. And it will put Siegel on the line for 2 shots, double bonus again.
It's been a minute since Rambam got on the board. They've got to take advantage of these free throws.
Again, it's going to be 2 shots. Coach Pollock. Want to get the scoring.
His foot was certainly behind the line.
Scoreboard shows a 3-point deficit. It should be 2 if the 3. We could go back. Oh, what a block by Aaron! And then Azos dribbles around Schlager, comes up court, has Schlager with him, pulls it back out. This kid can really handle the basketball. His shot attempt is blocked. Kirschenbaum complaining. I need to get a scoreboard correction. It looked like the officials need to recognize if the coaching staff wants to discuss they need to give them the right to. But
this is not the wrong thing.
They've got it as 2. I'd love to go back and look at the clock. It looked like he was well behind.
I'm looking right at it. I'm certain his foot was behind the line.
Oh, free throw goes in and out. 1 of 2 at the line there for Rambam. So the lead is 4. Again, I'd love to go back and look at the video on that. See, clearly looked like he was behind the line. I don't even think he was that close, was it? Now on this side,
there was plenty of space between his toe and the three-point line.
This didn't even look all that close.
He was leaning forward, so maybe that kind of influenced his perspective of the play.
I just shocking. But the officials need to be willing to discuss, willing to look into it in a more timely fashion. Like while it's sort of still fresh in everyone's mind, say, hey, did y'all get a look? Can y'all maybe confer and because it looked like he was well behind. Meanwhile, back to the action. Totayev misses the first of 2. He's got to hit these free throws. Gets the second one to go, and it's a 3-point game again. 1 possession game. Rambam.
Whoa, dangerous pass.
He drives, tries to, not sure where he was throwing it.
Yeah, he walked.
That's a good foul. Oh,
no, he started running with the ball before he dribbled.
That's not allowed. It's against the rules. I thought they were calling a quick foul.
No, that was the right call there.
Trying to get it in. Oh,
that's one of those things that I think happens a lot more that doesn't get called. Somebody just kind of starts taking off and they take a couple steps before they put the ball down. Is Mati Meisel's father still coaching De Toledo?
No, he's now like a YULA YULA person. I don't think he's here just as a sponsor.
As a supporter and sponsor.
No, Noam. That's Noam. That's number 22.
Right. Mati is the sponsor. Of, is he sponsoring the drinks again?
Rambam don't score on that end. All right, let's get back to the action here. We are ticking down to 3 to play in this game. Rambam with the 3-point lead. Totayev into the lane, goes up, misses. Meisels with the tip, gets it to go, and cuts it to a 1-point game.
Fun game to start out semifinal Saturday night here.
Rambam haven't done a great job of playing with the lead here, and then, the bad pass. Somehow Rambam comes away with the basketball, and they're given a timeout. Wow, great job by Aaron to somehow come away with that basketball and maintain possession, and the bench got a timeout called. So kudos to YULA here for a furious comeback, but Rambam could have played a little smarter with the lead and the double bonus with so much time left. It kind of played a little quicker than they needed to.
I think they've needed to be a little more methodical, especially getting the ball up the court. Really dissect the pressure from YULA and find a way around it. They're making a lot of rushed bounce passes that wind up not being accurate, going off feet and shins, tough to handle.
And again, I'll go back to the fact that the balls are very, very lively, so it makes anything on the floor is the ball is just kind of like jumpy. So
the barometric pressure has been very high here lately. Would that have anything to do with that?
It could be. That could also be the case. Yeah. Referee saying, let's get this going again. We have what had been a very, very rapid opening half of basketball. This has been much tighter, a lot more whistles.
Don't reach, don't reach.
That was the interesting thing about how the fouls went here in the second half, because the first half was just weren't a lot of fouls on either side.
They go for the double team on the block.
Oh, then a block looked like Mizell's got it cleanly, and all of a sudden YULA with a chance to take the lead. And Coach Howard going to get called for a technical. You don't want to do that. I mean, there's a time to get
There is a time and place, and this is not it. He can give them the lead right here.
Yeah, that's
by virtually for free.
And again, it kind of goes to the whistle has largely been favorable towards you. It's not a time. You might want to say something to the officials, but in a way that's just not going to get that reaction. All of a sudden, we're tied as Schlanger makes the first of two, and this might be their first lead of the game. I believe it would be, and it is. That's their first lead of the ballgame. They were down 7-0 early, and then never even tied. So that's our first tie and our first lead changes. YULA, all of a sudden, with a 1-point lead. With the ball and a 1-point lead, 2.5 to play. Mizell's inside, goes up.
Oh my goodness,
rejection.
he just took the ball.
Wow. What a block. Here's Azos into the lane. That's maybe his first real mistake of the game as he tried to force that pass inside. Unselfish play, but maybe not the right pass. Now here's Totayev. Hesitation move, gets it to go off the backboard, leaning. And
the shots are falling right now for YULA. In addition to the up-tempo defense, the offense has been getting them back in the game.
Pass attempt is tipped out of bounds. YULA, Rambam now all of a sudden need to score. I never would have thought this would be where we'd be.
YULA's defense has really fed their offense throughout this second half.
1:50 to play. Rambam need to score down 3. Great job by Mizell to show on the double. And then a steal from the Totayev. And he's going to go in and make puts it up too strong. Mizell can't get the putback. Huge miss here for YULA. And suddenly Rambam have new life. Almost we're down 5. Let's see if Rambam can find someone from long range.
Coach Oliver wipes his forehead, wipes his brow in amazement at how they did not extend their lead there.
Azos splitting the defenders, and he's going to the line for 2. He's been good there most of the night. See if he can get this one to go. Makes the first, cuts the lead back to 2. Makes both, and the lead is back to 1. Azos continuing his good night. A couple of mistakes there the last minute when he threw away a pass and then had a ball stolen, but now back to a 1-point game. Mizell's inside. He's got Lichter on him, can't get it over. Again, another quick shot, you're up 1, and here's Azos at the defender. I think that's a good foul. I mean, it's a good call. Totayev is called for the foul as Azos took it right at him.
That would have been a heck of a finish if
God, if he could have gotten that to go. Wow. That would have been spectacular. But, yeah, Coach Oliver telling Daniel Totayev, you fouled him. He's not going to support the objection to the call. And Azos, I've lost track of his point total. It's probably in the neighborhood of 30 at this point, a little over 30 perhaps. Again, it's been about half their scoring all night, and they have 59. Now we're tied again at 59. Azos with the chance to give Rambam back the lead. Oh, a little short on that one, and we're tied at 59. Overtime now looking like a possibility. ticking down towards a minute to play in the fourth. Mizell's, oh gosh, threw it over to Sassoon, who almost wasn't looking, and then his 3 attempt is no good. Totayev nearly over the back, but look who got the rebound.
No ball movement before a quick shot, just a straight pull-up from Sassoon. He kind of disappeared for the last few minutes after really helping their comeback.
And then a strong penetration move from Ethan Aaron. Gets the leader to fall. Rambam back up 2. 30 seconds to play. Totayev dribbles across the timeline to the free throw line. Oh, a pass attempt to Mizell's. At Mizell's feet, he can't catch it.
He saw the seam to fit that pass in there, just a little too low for the big man.
I want to foul quickly here, but perhaps not Azos. Azos dribbles past defenders into the corner to Schlager. Why do you put that 3 up? I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows why.
Someone across the way is a Rambam fan across the way put his arms out in exasperation, wondering. Oh, and then got pass to Schlager is it's like at his head, and he doesn't catch it, and it goes out of bounds. Huge crowd here right now as people coming here for that second game. You got to foul now, put him on the line. That's a good job. Good quick foul. Oh, there's only 5.5 to play. I didn't realize.
YULA got the ball back after that unnecessary 3-pointer with about 16.5 seconds.
All right, I didn't realize so much time. All right, so now set the scene here. Ethan Aaron can pretty much ice it if he can make 2 here. It's up 2 with 5.5 to play. He's going to have 2 free throws. And then also, let's look now at the scoreboard, Noah. YULA have a foul to give.
Rambam have a foul to give.
I mean Rambam, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, Rambam have a foul to give, so I would say, if you go up 4 here, perhaps you don't foul.
Then there's no reason to foul at that point.
No reason to foul at that point. But Aaron now can ice it if he can make this second free throw and give Rambam a 4-point lead with 5.5 to play. But if he misses it, which he does not, Rambam now up 4 with 5.5 to play. Totayev catches, dribbles up court, nearly loses it. Schlager is going to put up a wild 3. No good, and the clock ticks down to 0, and Rambam survive a furious comeback attempt from the YULA Panthers. Come away with the victory. They'll play for 5th place tomorrow morning. I think that's the opening game. Schedules have changed here in the last couple of years. We'll go over that. The 4 teams playing now will play first tomorrow morning, which is fair. It used to be that the teams playing last had to come back first. It was tough. What an exciting ball game. Looked like Rambam was going to run away and hide, but the YULA Panthers come all the way back, actually lead by 3 and had an open layup to go up 5 with under 2 to play. Unable to convert. Rambam was game to the challenge, come back and retake the lead and come away with the victory 63-59 in our opening game. We'll be back in just a few minutes with game 2 on this side of the gym, which will be the Cooper Max versus the JDS Lions coming up here in just a few minutes.